Unboxing the Evolution Rage3-DB sliding compound multi-purpose miter saw. And there she is. This is sort of a test fit to figure out if I have to build a new cabinet for it. If I do, that's going to suck. So the question is, if I have to build a new platform for it, I might as well invest the time in keeping the radial arm saw and making a double platform for it. But that means I have to move all this shit over, and all I really wanted to do was just drop in a new saw. First impressions of the Evolution Rage3-DB saw. It's light. That's the nice thing. Compared to the radial arm saw I just removed, this thing is nice and light. I thought that maybe it wasn't working when I first plugged it in because there's a delay in the ramp up of the blade when you hit the trigger, which is pretty nice. I think that's a nice safety feature for two reasons. Number one, it seems like it would save wear and tear on the motor because it has a slow gradual startup rather than like a kick on. I have a 10-inch sliding compound miter saw in my basement for my basement project right now. I think that's a Hitachi, and it just feels cheap compared to this one. And Hitachi makes good tools. So watch, I'm gonna kick on this blade. So you pull your first safety trigger, and then I'm going to pull the trigger. Ready? 3, 2, 1, pull. So you saw the delay in startup as a result of me pulling that trigger. That's pretty neat. And I can see that the scale is here, and you loosen it up back here to do the beveling. It's a very smooth mechanism. Very solid. It's got a laser. Overall, I really like how this works. I can't tilt this down without pulling the trigger. That's pretty cool. That's another safety feature. Overall, pretty solid with this despite the plastic construction. Like I said, the Hitachi I'm comparing this to really just feels like flimsy in my hand when I grab it. And then it's got this cool blade guard too, which is another nice feature. Compared to the radial arm saw I'm getting rid of, like this saw has so many nice safety features. A little loud, that's okay. My first steel test cut. Wow, that's freaking awesome. Okay, this is sweet. This piece is cool to touch. It's about a 1/4 inch thick piece of steel. Cutting is not entirely spark free. It's also, you still are getting hit with hot shards of steel. And I got one embedded in my forehead here, just as I was cutting. It's loud. I mean, it's fast. Look at that. I just cut that, and I just cut out a nice right angle piece of steel in, 20 seconds. it might be worthwhile wearing a face shield while using this saw if you're going to cut steel like that. In the other videos, like, nobody says anything about this. I'm not sure how fast I'm going to dull a blade either, but the cut is nice. I mean, that's a really nice, there's no burrs on this at all. I really wrestled this edge. You can see this edge. This was from me cutting with an angle grinder, and then this is the nice smooth edge. I'm pleased, very pleased with this purchase. I'm going to keep my radial arm saw, and I'm going to keep this too, and I'm going to mount them together. I thought this could be my one saw cuts all, which it probably could, but I'm going to leave it as a supplementary tool, and I'll be able to cut wood with it if I feel like it, or metal. But I'm probably going to have to get some spare blades, because I bet I'm going to go through these fast in like a single project. But I'm pretty darn pleased with this. This is nice. I mean, I could touch this. I could touch this. It's cool to the touch. That's awesome. Mega Bench is clean. Where'd the Shapeoko go? The Shapeoko now has a home next to the mill. What I've done is I've built a small drawer that the computer and various equipment can fit in. After using this for a few days, there's the last few words I'm going to say about it. I love the saw. The saw is awesome. I have gone back and forth probably 4 times since I've owned it now over the last week on whether or not I want this to just be my only saw. There are a couple things that I've learned about it. Number one, dust collection in this rear port, not so great. Though I'm not particularly good at dust collection anyway, so I'm not really that picky about it. However, it's not great. Also, because this blade RPM, this motor RPM is lower, is a lower number. It's a lower blades per second number than what you would get with a equivalent 10-inch regular miter saw or even a 12-inch saw. As a result, some of the cuts are not awesome. A little better, but there's still some of this stuff. So, will this Evolution Rage saw, the Rage3-DB saw, be my only saw? No. This will be a supplement to my shop. This configuration as you see it will stay. With some minor modification, I'll make a new table for my radial arm saw. However, I am very pleased with this as a supplement to my workshop.